Hello, I'm Jessica.
Hi, I'm Christeena.
And you're watching
Game of Tomes.
Today we're going to talk about the season 7 finale. I just watched it.
I watched
Today.
I watched it last night.
Yeah.
When it came on.
And oh my gosh.
We haven't discussed it at all because we wanted
No.
to do this video. We wanted it to be genuine and on the spot.
Yeah, let's talk about this episode. So it starts out at the conference, right? Is that where it starts?
Yeah.
They all
at
get there.
The meeting.
And Brant, there's like a lot of reunions.
Okay, and like when they were there and then she come riding in on her dragon, I'm like, yeah, girl.
Yeah.
I was like, show her what's up. And I saw a meme and it was like Cersei sitting there like, fuck, I didn't make an entrance. I should have made an entrance. I'm an idiot.
Well, I thought she tried to by being a little late, making everyone stand there.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
And then Dany just topped it.
Yeah.
There are two. I saw the two dragons in the sky, and I was like,
I know, that
"Aw."
was really heartbreaking. I noticed in that scene her hair clip holding her braids is a dragon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whose?
Dany's,
obviously.
yeah.
I didn't notice them.
Well, I paused it to go to the bathroom and I was like, oh, look.
I really believed Cersei when she came back and said, "We're gonna fight next to you."
I'm embarrassed, but yeah, I did too.
I'm embarrassed too.
Because, like, duh.
I know.
Duh.
Yeah.
Okay, and see, when there was, like, this big pause after the Hound opened up that crate, I was
Yeah.
like,
It's
if that
dead.
thing is dead, I'm
I
gonna
know.
be so mad. I was
Like,
like,
dead.
it cannot be, like...
Is it dead?
Yeah, like, I don't know why it would, because apparently the only things that kill it is burning and dragon glass.
I know, but I was thinking, like,
still...
what if it rotted or something?
Well, because nothing has ever gone, like, the whites haven't ever been in, like, hot sun,
I
you know?
know.
So...
But winter's here, so it's cooler.
And it started snowing in the south,
I
which
know.
we were like, oh, snap. Just everything in this episode was crazy.
Yeah, it was. If we're talking about crazy, the craziest episode for me was the one before this one where, I think it was Viserion. Was it Viserion that got the dragon that got killed?
Yeah,
Anyway.
because I thought it was funny. It was the one she named after her brother.
Mm.
And her brother had died, and then...
When he comes back as a dragon, and we had learned that through Gilly, that Jon was a Targaryen.
And
Targaryen?
Sam,
I know!
the classic male, just like blew her off.
But he redeemed himself
He
when...
did, when him and Bran
Yeah.
met up, which I was like really exciting for me.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, I guess Bran doesn't know everything. Because he's like, I'm the three-eyed raven.
I know.
And he's so weird now. But I honestly think that Bran can only really see or concentrate on things that he has known to have taken place. I don't think he can necessarily, like, I'm not sure if he could, like, warg somewhere that he has no idea about or something. Like,
Well,
wouldn't he have to have some type of...
He didn't know about his dad and that whole secret. You
No,
know?
but didn't,
What's his name? Take him there?
yeah, that's what I
Maybe.
thought the first time.
The former three-eyed raven?
Yeah. Who knows? You mean Bran himself?
Whatever.
I'm like, I've been waiting for Bran to tell people what he knows. I'm like, dude, you can see
I know.
everything, and he just, like, doesn't help anyone.
I want him to tell, like, Sansa and Arya. I wonder how they're gonna take the news.
Yeah, and he didn't say anything
It's
to
gonna
them.
be interesting.
But I kind of thought that maybe, like, him and Sam would get together and then kind of figure it out, because, you know, they were pretty much the only two people that knew.
Yeah.
Even though Sam, like, blew it off.
whatever, he got the information into
Yeah.
his brain.
Yeah,
and
he did.
relayed it.
It's fine. But
I'm not gonna complain.
he should listen to Gilly a little more. Props to her, first
Yeah.
learning how to read.
That's my
and, like,
favorite moment.
Was
of this
it
series.
a
I had to
tweet
pause
that
it.
was like, props to Gilly for, like, just learning how to read and confirming one of
Yes.
the biggest theories ever, you
Good
know?
for her.
Yeah, that was...
She became my favorite in that moment.
I like her. I actually really do like her.
I do too. Okay,
Let's see.
there's so much, and we're jumping around more than I expected to.
Yeah. Everything just leads to everything.
I know,
So,
it does.
if we can go back to the...
Conference?
Yes, real quick.
Okay.
I thought it was funny that, and they pointed it out that, like, everybody there, Elrond was like, my husband said, oh, we have everybody and their enemy, and it's so true. Like, everyone there hated everyone else. And I really like that the Hound was the person who broke the silence. It was like, you're uglier than me. And I was like, yeah,
he turned around and I was like, watch your back. I was nervous for him.
Were you?
I don't know why the mountain would jeopardize.
I want to see his face. I didn't notice before this episode, but his eyes are like red.
Well, duh, he's a zombie. You haven't noticed before this?
No.
Yeah.
But like, I want to. But he's like a zombie that she can control, so I want to. I don't know. I want to see what's up with that.
Consciousness.
Yeah, but like, he doesn't just. There's got to be some reason he just like does her every little whim. Besides the fact that like, what's his face saved him.
Qyburn.
Yeah, but I feel like there's something weird in that situation.
It's all weird.
I want to take off his helmet and then the Hound can.
I thought they were gonna fight.
I was kind of hoping they would.
Yeah.
Sorry, Becca and Mike, we were so close to Game Bowl and it did not happen. But I think next season it will.
I think so too.
I mean, it's the final season. They have to go all out.
Oh my gosh.
No,
I can't
come
believe
on.
we have to wait a year or more.
Yeah, the thing that I read said season 8 is only going to have 6 episodes, but they're going to be longer episodes, kind of like this season was a little bit, as far as the finale was like an hour and 20 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not going to come out until either late 2018 or early 2019.
My heart can't handle it. At least we'll get a book in between that time, right?
Right? Better.
We're gonna get a book.
Better.
Yeah.
I mean, they gotta keep these fans hanging on for something.
We're gonna get a book.
Yeah.
Okay, so conference. Her and Tyrion had that conversation, and she didn't kill him, and then the same moment happened with her and Jaime, and he left because he knows, like, the veil, the curtain has been lifted.
Yeah.
And he's like, she can't love anybody.
No. Okay. And sorry to.
I think he's going to go to Tyrion. I think he's going to find Tyrion.
Yeah, he is, because he was like, you can betray him, but like, I made a promise and I'm gonna keep it. And so I think he's going to meet up with him in Winterfell, like
And
they had
help him
planned.
fight.
And when he shows up, he's gonna be like, sorry, I don't have an army because my sister's a you know what.
Yeah.
But also,
Yeah.
I really don't think she's pregnant.
I-
But like last episode when it was revealed, I was like, no way. And this episode, I'm like second guessing it, and I hate that.
Yeah, I think she really is pregnant. I think she is, because I don't think she would have turned Jaime away if she wasn't.
Yeah, because he was like, it's only me and you now. That's it. It's just me and you. And she's like,
There's
no,
another one
it's
on the
not.
way.
Yeah, you're right. Can we skip to another?
Yeah. Let's move
Okay.
on.
All right. So, how sad were you to know that Tormund is on that wall and he needs to live so he can make gigantic babies with Brienne? Like, come on.
So did he survive or not?
No, he's still like where it left
He's
off. He didn't die.
Right.
He didn't
When
die.
the wall
but I
fell.
mean, he's on the wall, and I mean it's like fallen. So
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I was like, somebody fell, and I was like, who was that?
Yeah.
And I was like, was that the priest guy? But Tormund was right there, so I knew it wasn't him because I was only looking at him. And my husband was like, no, it wasn't that priest guy. He's right next to him. And I was like, I wasn't even looking at him.
At Barrack, you mean?
Yeah.
Or no, the priest guy's the one that
No,
died.
yeah, I mean the eye patch guy.
Barrack Dondarrion. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
I've never known his name like this entire series.
Spencer
and I've
doesn't
been like
either.
that eye patch guy. Like that priest guy.
Yeah. I don't know the priest guy's name. I think about him as the book from Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell.
Yeah, yeah.
Or Top Knot guy.
Top guy. Yeah, I was telling Elroy
Man
about
bun
that.
guy.
Yeah, so I'm actually really anxious to see.
Hold the phone.
Oh my gosh, okay. Are we gonna finally talk about it?
The dragon zombie?
Oh my gosh. Okay, alright.
I thought maybe that it would go blue fire, but like
That's
it
not
really
fire.
happened. What is it? It
I
didn't
don't
act
know.
like fire.
No, because it did not. None of the ice melted. Everything just collapsed.
It was just like
There was. I mean, like, yeah, if there was fire, things might collapse. Like, but there's no way if that was fire. It would just like melt it down.
yeah.
Theoretically, and it wouldn't do that. I personally think it's some kind of concentrated ice. So-
And then when we saw the Night King riding it,
Yeah.
and I was like, how dare you stand where she once stood?
I actually really
Man.
liked how they put holes in its wings and stuff though.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really,
At
really
first,
nice touch.
the holes looked bigger, and I was like, how's it even flying? And then it got closer, and I was like, okay, they're not that big.
I want to know
Yeah.
if this dragon breathes this non-fire concentrated ice mixture out of its mouth onto people and they don't theoretically die, will it turn them into whites?
Oh my gosh!
That's what I want to know. Can it just like make, because if a white kills a white or a person, then they turn into a white.
Christina, I didn't even think of that.
Really, you did?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry, but like seriously, would it just like make like armies and
Wow. That's good.
we gotta wait a year and a half to find out.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's
think
really good.
I don't see why it wouldn't.
No, I don't. I think it's a genius.
Like that polar bear that attacked, they had to burn his body, or he would have turned. The priest would have turned into a white. So
If it's not on fire, they can kill them. They're all whites now.
I think we're gonna have an epic battle between a fire-breathing dragon and an ice-breathing dragon, and
Yeah.
people are dying. I'm telling you, I'm just counting on everybody dying next season.
It'll be like at the end of Harry Potter, when all the people that you love die, but it's okay because they defeated the thing.
Yeah.
The evil army.
If everybody good dies,
Yeah.
and then Cersei and her baby are sitting at the throne, and that's the end of the whole season,
No.
I'm gonna be so PO'd.
That will not happen.
I don't think so either.
I promise.
It's on tape. It's on tape, and I swear if that happens, I'm coming straight for you.
That is, come and beat me up because I'll be.
It will be all your fault.
I'll be so upset anyway.
I
I'll be
will
like,
too.
I deserved this.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, really hoping Tormund is still alive.
Yeah, he is.
Tormund Giantsbane.
He's
I don't
totally
think they're gonna
alive.
kill him off. They've been building up this thing with Brienne for a little bit, like
I hope that happens.
the past 2 or 3
But
episodes.
Jamie's on his way up there. Maybe Jamie Brienne will happen.
You know, I really did like them
I did too.
when they were on the road together,
really did
and I
too.
kind of did like ship them a bit.
Yeah, and I think they ship each other
Yeah.
a little bit.
Fuck loyalty. I was like, yes.
Yeah, that was amazing coming from her.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised that she ended up standing up and being like, she's such a good actress too, because she did so good on that
love
scene.
her. Yeah, she did.
That emotion and passion she put behind that,
Uh-huh.
that word, fuck. I was like, yeah, girl, you tell him.
Okay, so can we talk about Sansa and Arya? Okay, I was really upset that they were fighting.
I bought into it.
I did too. Well, I think they were fighting. And I was not expecting her to go, how do you plead to your crimes, Littlefinger?
Lord Baelish. The very first episode when she gets back and they're not getting along and she finds the letter or whatever, I was totally buying into it. I'm like, oh no, they're gonna fight. My mom was like, I read a thing that what if they're working together against Littlefinger? And I was like, no. No. And then the next episode where Arya's like, I'm gonna cut your face off, and I was like, no.
Yeah,
and then
I
kept
hated
thinking,
that.
I
I
kept
hated when
thinking
that
about
happened.
it, and I was like,
Yeah.
no. And then they got in that hall, and Arya was like, well, do it then. And I was like, and they're doing it. It's Littlefinger. So it didn't click until that moment
I
when
loved
she was
it so much. When they
It was so
turned against him, I loved it
satisfying.
so much. And obviously we're missing a scene where they got together and were like, she was like, Littlefinger is tearing us apart, and they all figured it out and talked
Yeah.
to Bran, and Bran was like, "Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Here's what I know. And
finally, for once.
obviously it's more obviously it's more powerful to reveal it in that scene, but I
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
want to go back in time and just like watch that scene.
Well, and I also
unfold.
feel like there was that part
That
where
conversation.
Sansa, I think it was the episode previous, where Sansa was like, this is exactly what they want. They want us to fight and to tear us apart, when Arya confronted her with that thing. When she was talking to Littlefinger and he was like, what would Arya want? And she was like, to kill me. And I was like, really? She's been played by so many guys and been treated so badly like this whole series that like I can't believe that she's gonna let him do this to her after
know.
all she's
It
been
upset
through.
me
And
so
I was
much.
like, there's no way she's gonna be that dumb after everything she's been through. There's no way.
And then she's, and
then
she
she's
said,
not.
I'm a
She's-
slow learner, but I learned.
Yeah, we laughed at that. We were like, yeah, you are. I really like the scene of her and Arya on the wall.
afterward.
Yeah, and Arya
Yeah.
was like, I could have never lived through what you did. And Sansa's like, you're the strongest person I know.
Mm-hmm.
And
so then we know that they have
Yeah.
had that conversation
Yeah.
about what they went through.
yeah, which I really liked that because
I was like,
it's
just
like,
communicate with each other.
can we just take a second to be like, how weird was it for like the first words out of Bran's mouth to Sansa be like, you look so beautiful on your wedding night? Like, really, dude?
Yeah.
Really?
That was... I feel like he said that. At first I was like, oh, so now she knows that he knows everything. And at the same time I was like, how really creepy of you, Bran, because she was marrying her rapist.
Yeah. Okay, and there was a scene we haven't talked about yet.
In this season?
Yeah.
Episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so when Jon and Dany were getting it on,
Yeah.
and it showed Bran, like, warging into something, at first we were like, oh, gee, wonder where he's at, you know? Like, watching, like, he's just, like, watching Jon. We made such a joke about it. Because it was, like, he knocked on the door and went in her room. And then shoot to Bran, you know? And we were like, oh, gee, where's he at?
Make that connection.
I mean, like...
Obviously,
but he wasn't.
We found out
he
he
wasn't.
Oh, drop the pen. Okay. So since you brought up Jon, we know his name is Aegon Targaryen.
Yeah, I was really surprised at the name.
So Aegon was the very first Targaryen ever. He unified the Seven Kingdoms.
Okay.
And as a result, a lot of children were named after him. Dany is further up on the family tree. And the only reason Bran says Jon is
the rightful heir is
to the
because he's a
throne
male.
is because he's a male.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Dany don't care about that.
No.
She's ahead of you.
Well, and also, I don't think Jon doesn't want to be king.
No.
He does not want to sit on the throne.
I don't think so.
I mean, I'm
He'd
pretty
be a
sure
good leader.
he would be, but I'm pretty sure that like he would just be content
But
to
if
be
they're
king
gonna,
in the north.
if they're gonna
Then-
be together,
Then she could just rule, and he can
and
be her side piece.
well, I mean, well, I think they would make a good rule together.
yeah, I think they would as
alongside each other as equals.
Well, because like I really did like that Tyrion had pointed out to someone in this episode that I think to Cersei that he calms Cersei's moments of impulse where she's like thinking about like go and burn them all and make no alliances.
No, Tyrion said that about Dany, that he controls her impulses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you
he
said
told
Cersei.
Cersei that.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
And then I think Jon would be that same person for her. Is what I'm saying, that if she feels like
And of course,
an
Tyrion
impulsive,
would be there.
yeah,
Ideally.
and Tyrion would kind of like be the wise one over both of them, you know, like I could see that. Okay,
So also he was like, okay, when they were waiting for Cersei and Tyrion to come back. And she's all like, I can't have children. And he's like, how do you know?
Yeah.
And she's all, the woods witch. The
witch that killed my husband told
And
me.
he was like, do you really think that
That's a reliable source
of information?
Yeah, yeah, I know. And
And I was like, they're gonna make a baby. I wonder why Tyrion was outside their door.
see, I don't understand that either.
And he
I
kind of
don't
seemed upset about
He
it.
did.
Maybe because he doesn't want her to have a bastard child.
I don't know,
That's
but
the only thing I
he
can
did
think.
seem upset. But I also fully expect her to end up pregnant now.
I do too.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And
they should get married so that they have a legitimate baby.
yeah.
But in this world, you can get married before they have a baby and it's still legitimate,
It's still
right?
legit. I think so.
I think
I mean,
so.
I'm pretty sure. And I kind of made the comment to my husband that like, we're gonna go from one queen who sleeps with her brother to one who sleeps with her nephew. At least it's further down the bloodline, I guess.
Well, first of all, they don't know that. Second of all,
yeah, I know. Which I wonder how they're gonna
I
react
know.
to that.
I think he's gonna be weirded out about it. And
I
then
don't think she will.
I think she's gonna be like, my
Targaryens have done it
ancestors-
forever.
Yeah.
I've gotten so used to Jon Snow. I don't
I
want to
know.
call him Aegon
Aegon.
Targaryen.
No, I
It's
don't
so
like that.
Weird.
When it was Jon Targaryen, I was okay with it.
Yeah.
But then they changed his first name, and I'm like, but what about Jon?
Yeah. I like Jon.
Jon.
Not reading all the books, you don't really understand that in different parts of the Westeros or whatever, they have different names for bastards. Like,
Yeah.
his name, if he was born there, would have been Sand, not Snow or whatever. But in
If he was a
Winterfell,
Dornish
it was
bastard.
Snow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually really like that, finding that out. And something that Bran pointed out that, like, in the moment where you're taking all this information in you don't really think about was when he said that Robert's rebellion was built on a lie. And I was like, everything's built on a lie!
Yeah.
Everything!
That's right, I had forgotten.
If it wasn't for the rebellion, none of the Starks would have died. Nothing would have ever happened.
Well, I still think that there is some legitimacy to the Robert's usurpation. Is that a word? Because the king was mad and was burning people and burned.
Yeah.
Was it Ned's father or?
I think his
or?
brother.
No.
I thought it was one of his brothers he
Anyway,
killed as well.
Oh, maybe.
But I think father, yeah, maybe.
He was a crazy person.
Yeah.
And he needed to be usurped.
Yeah, he did. I would also like to say about the season 7 finale, Theon kind of redeemed himself in my eyes.
Yeah.
Very, very little,
No,
but he
he did.
And
Yeah.
I kind of thought when he walked down to Jon and was like, hey, it was like, oh, is he going to ask for help? And like, he basically did. And Jon was like, what are you doing standing here talking to me? And I was like,
Yeah.
like, hey, I forgive you, but like, that's it. You know, like, we're not buddies anymore. You basically got my brother killed, so figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
at the same time, he was encouraging.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't a
About
jerk
his-
about it.
Yeah,
but
he was getting his, go get your sister back.
Yeah.
And, you're a Stark and a Greyjoy.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though you betrayed us and you're an asshole.
I will say this. It didn't leave off with as much of a cliffhanger as I thought it was going to.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm glad for that.
I am
well,
too.
no, I mean, it kind of did with the breaking of the wall part.
It did.
But I feel satisfied enough to last me for,
Yeah, till the next season comes out, rather than like...
what happens now?
Yeah.
Which I still feel that way, but, like, I know what you mean.
But on a lower...
Like on a, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's all for us for now. We'll talk about this again in a year.
I know.
/ when I get the next book. All right. Thank you so much for watching When You Play the Game of Tomes.
You read or you die.
Come be our friends. Social media links in the description below.
And we hope you're reading a great book.
Bye.
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 Who's that? Who is that?
Who's that lady?
Who's that? Did he say Brett?
I don't know.